Are you trying to spawn your very first moose great one, or just trying to find a new map for the great one moose? Well, then you clicked on the right video. What is up, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. And this video is going to be a detailed moose great one guide here in beautiful Medved Taiga. This video, I'm going to cover everything from how to find your zones, tent setup, stacking, herd management, and non-herd management. Quickly, before we get into the video, I would just like to say, please consider hitting that subscribe button and hit the like button. It gets this video out to more people that are eager to learn about this grind. And with that, let's dive straight into it. Now, the very first thing you're going to have to do in this grind is find all your drink zones, which is definitely the worst part of this grind, but it has to be done. Otherwise, you're not going to have consistent respawns. What that means is, if I shoot, say, this one moose right here, and he's going to respawn rather quickly. And having all your zones also makes it more likely for that one moose to respawn back into this zone, as if you don't have other zones, that one moose I shot could respawn literally anywhere here in Medved Taiga. Now, moose drink pretty much on the whole part of this map. They drink from 12 to 16, and they have around 130 drink zones, so you're definitely going to be searching for a while. I think it took me around 8 hours to find all my drink zones. And pretty much, the only 4 lakes they don't drink at are these ones in the mountains here. They do have 5 hidden lakes. There's one right there. I'm going to have a detailed zone guide map at the end of this video if you want to go check that out. And if you're having trouble finding your zones, I recommend the first time you run your map, you just walk the whole map and spot around. And I would check your whole map around 3 times, but you are most likely going to miss a lot of zones on your first time running it down. Another good way to find your zones is just riding a 4-wheeler around all the bodies of water that they can drink, as that is a pretty good and effective method on how to find their drink zones. While you're riding your 4-wheeler around, you're going to want to pick up the need zone indicators, which it's kind of hard to describe. If I remember to, I'll put a picture right here in the video that shows what they look like. But they're pretty much animal tracks, kind of bunched up into like around 10. That's the best way I can describe it, but as I said, if I remember to, I'll put a picture. The next step of your grind is picking out main and exterior zones, and you're going to want to have 16 tents, and you're going to want to use all 16 with no pickup tents. Note, this is only if you are using herd management, which is essentially stacking your map with low-level animals to force high-level animals for your respawns in your main zones. Now, after you pick up 8 main, 8 exterior, you're going to have to set up for this grind. Pretty much, you can see this zone right here. You're going to want to put a marker on the need zone indicator and 245, which they're pretty much right here, so they won't spook. So you're going to want to place a tent down at least 220 meters and above, just like that. You're going to want to place your tripod 164 meters and above. That you've set up for your first zone, and this is what you're going to want to do with all 16. And as your map gets managed down, then that's when you can add pickup tents, where it is essentially adding another tent right where the moose were standing. After you shoot them, you fast travel to that tent, and then you pick up your kills. This just makes your grind go by faster, and your grind's going to go by a lot slower, or at least it seems like it, when you're herd managing your map down. You're probably wondering why I'm talking so much about herd management, but first I have to go through what it is. I explained kind of the basics of it, the meaning of it, but how do you get it effective? Well, a lot of guides here on YouTube, they stress it so much and make new players feel overwhelmed, but it's pretty much as simple as shooting the smallest bull moose on your main zones and leaving the biggest, and shooting the biggest bull moose on your exterior zones until your zone is managed down. And you're going to be leaving level 2 moose, and it's okay to leave level 3 moose that look like level 2s, but this level 3 moose right here, this guy is definitely way too big, so you're going to want to pop him and get him to the ground. And a really good method on getting your herd management to go by faster is once level 5 bull moose, which is the max level for moose, spawn into your main zones, you're going to want to leave them, which is called stacking. And what this does, it encourages the map to put lower level moose on your map. I do want to add a quick note into the video. You do not have to use herd management to do this grind. You can literally just find all your drink zones and set up on 8 herd zones, I should say, and just start shooting on those. If you get consistent respawns, then you can just go from zone to zone like that. Herd management is just to increase your chances at getting more diamonds and increase your chances at super rares, as it does not increase the chances of a great one spawning. Great ones come down to a system called RNG, a necessary evil. RNG can take you up to 5 to 10,000 kills. Believe me, I know. I have a 4300 whitetail grind that is still going on that I did eventually quit, and I've had a 174 kill fallow grind. Way different, and it's just based on your luck. If your luck's good, you'll get a shorter grind, but if you just don't get that RNG luck, you're going to get a longer grind, which is unfortunate, but sometimes you just got to push through and keep on shooting, as it will eventually happen. Now, the loadout you're going to want to be carrying is, you're going to see my loadout right here, and you don't really have to add everything in it. This is kind of my, I should say, deer hunting loadout, but really all you need is binoculars, tent. I would carry tripods, the 22, and the 300 and Win Mag. This is because moose are a class 8, so you're going to pretty much want to use a class 7 to 9 rifle the whole time. I recommend the 375 as it's the only rifle in the game that'll consistently double on them, which will make them go down faster, but I do not have that DLC, so I'm using the 300 Win Mag for this moose grind. And that's a level 5 moose. That is a perfect example of what you want to leave on your map for stacking. And we got a perfect heart shot there on that level 5. That is a really good example of a level 3 moose that I would leave. That's pretty much the level 3 moose that you want to leave if you're doing herd management. Obviously, you can get it smaller if you want to, if you're doing extreme herd management, but that's probably what I would leave for a level 3. But that's pretty much it. If I missed anything, please put it in the comments down below. And if you want me to do another Great One guide here on the channel, put it down in the comments below, and check out my Great One grinding playlist here on the channel. I have four other guides here on the channel, so definitely check those out. They can help you a lot. Just another quick rundown. You want to find all of your drink zones first. It's very crucial to find all your drink zones. And I'm going to have a hotspot map at the end of the video again. You want to set up your tents 220 meters and above at the least. And the tripods, or the hunting structure, you're going to want to have at least 164 meters and above. You can pick out your main exterior zones, which you do not have to follow certain creators' tent setup, as it just depends on your own map. See if this level 5 moose makes it, and he does, a beautiful diamond moose. I'm gonna text that, add it to my trophy lodge. And for herd management, you're gonna want to leave level 2 bull moose and level 3s that can look just like that in your exterior zones. And in your main zones, you're just gonna want to be stacking, which is essentially leaving the bigger bull moose on the zone. And that's pretty much it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please consider hitting that subscribe button. We're trying to hit 500 subscribers by 2027. Hit that like button. It gets this video out to more people. Hit the bell so you're always notified when we produce new content here on the channel. And with that, thanks for watching. See you guys in the next one.